Hi, everybody, and welcome back. I'm Benita Hutchison, your psychic coach, coming to you today with the last episode of my goal series. I will be starting another podcast shortly, but I want to finish this one off with an important idea around how we meet our goals. And this is about looking at where you're placing your energy. A lot of times people will say, well, I'm just too busy to do that thing that I've been meaning to get around to. I'm just too busy. But how much of our time is spent doing things that aren't actually moving us toward our goals? We might be watching too much television, or, oh, that friend needs me, I'm there. Even if that friend could maybe wait a day or two because you have something you need to get done. Somebody wants me, I'm gone. We can just use people and situations as distractions from doing the things we know we need to do. This requires discipline, and sometimes it does require saying no to something that looks fun or easier to do, rather than get to the thing that needs to be done. A lot of times we just go, yeah, sure, yeah, I'll be there, I'll do that, anything, but get to that thing we really need to do. So my advice is, first thing in the morning, work on that thing that you know you need to do. It might be a goal. It might be the thing that's keeping you from getting to the goal. You think about the things that you don't really want to do. It's tax season right now. Some people are going to be dragging their feet around filing their taxes. Is it fun? Not very often. I don't hear of too many people going, yay, tax season, maybe the accountants, but most people know. So whether it's that, or you've got housework to get to, or there's something else you know you need to do and you don't really want to do it, it's costing you, because you know it's in the back of your mind. You know it's bothering you that you're not getting to it. And how often have you said, I got to get to that, I got to get to that, and you don't. So it's actually robbing you of the energy you need for a goal you want to meet. So if it's something that requires some bite-sized pieces, because it's a big thing you can't do all at once, set aside an hour every morning to tackle it, to get movement on it. Because once you get it done, it's going to free up all that energy that's been going toward worrying about the fact that you're not doing it. So first thing in the morning, even if people go, well, I don't have time because I have all these obligations in the morning, get up an hour early. This is about disciplining yourself. This is about doing what's uncomfortable. Growth never happens in our comfort zone. It's uncomfortable. So make yourself take that step. I often find that if you can do something early in the day before the phone rings, before anybody else can pull on your energy, it's easier to focus on it. It's easier to get some improvement, some movement on it, because during the rest of the day, it's so easy to go, I really should do this thing over here, or I really should call that friend, or I really should do such and such. And they're not things that are moving you toward your goal. They're distractions. Sometimes they're fun distractions, but distractions nevertheless. So if we really want forward movement, we're going to have to get serious about meeting our goals. So first thing in the morning, get to the thing that's been bugging you that you haven't done it and you know you should. It's not only going to free up energy, it's going to make you feel better about yourself, because we lose a lot of energy to beating ourselves up for the fact that we aren't doing these things. Be willing to be uncomfortable. If you're looking at a goal in terms of something you do want to achieve, same thing. Try to work on it first thing in the morning. Whether it's a book to write, or whether you want to exercise more, whatever it is you're looking at, I recommend early rising. Now, if you're just not a morning person and that's going to kill you, okay, make it something you do in the evening, but put it on your calendar. Make that time sacrosanct. Nothing interrupts it, short of a major emergency. You're going to take that hour, and you're going to devote yourself to the thing you need to do. I do suggest earlier in the day, but if it's just not how your mind operates, pick your optimal time and book it, just like you'd make an appointment to go to the doctor or whatever, and you have to keep that appointment. Keep your appointment with yourself. In our household, we're up really early because we have clients in other parts of the country. So we're usually up between 4 and 5 a.m. So when we get up, first thing we do is a 20-minute Apple Plus fitness workout. It's great to do it together. It wakes our bodies up. It wakes our minds up to get the blood flowing. It doesn't have to be something super intense or hard. We're lifting dumbbells, we're doing some stretches, but it wakes us up. And then I'll usually go for a walk, and I usually take over an hour to do that. And by the time I get home, the day is still early. I can still get to the office work, my clients, my household tasks to do. I can get to everything, but I've set my body and my mindset up to be more productive today. That's an important part of starting early and starting with something that's a challenge for you. It wakes you up, it gets you going. And then if later on in the day, you want to reward yourself with something that's just pleasurable, maybe your favorite show, or maybe a visit with a friend, great, fit that in. But now you'll feel like you can actually enjoy it more because you got the tough stuff out of the way. You got it sorted, you started on it. And if it's something that's going to take time, work on it every day. Get in the habit of doing the tough stuff first thing in the morning. It's going to give you so much energy, so much focus, and you'll actually start to feel more productive. How often do we end a day going, oh, it was such a busy day? But if you actually sat down and said, and what were my goals today? What were my long-term goals? And how much of what I did today moved me in that direction? Even taking stock at the end of your day and looking at that is really going to tell you how much of what you're doing is busy work and how much is something you're actually accomplishing. Sometimes we're taking on other people's stuff. Maybe we're not delegating chores to the kids. Maybe we're trying to do it all ourselves. Maybe that's how we grew up. We had to do everything ourselves, so we've forgotten to ask for help or say, hey, I'm willing to do this. Can you pitch in on that? Are there things you take on that aren't your own? Maybe you're a good friend, or your friends call you up and they tell you about the things they're troubled with, and you're always there to talk and give them advice and listen to them. But maybe you want to shift that a bit and start saying to them, well, what do you think your first step is to resolving this? So they start to learn to listen to themselves, find their own impetus to get things done, and be more empowered to do so. Sometimes we get a bit of a high off of helping others, and that high artificially makes us feel accomplished that day, but did it actually move us in the direction we need to go? We want to balance our time supporting other people and their dreams and goals, and the time we take to meet our own. So watch for those times where you're just allowing yourself to be distracted, instead of maybe saying to that person, I'd love to be there for you. I can give you a call in a couple of hours. I need to get to this first. Starting to defer our distractions to placing our intent on the things we need to do. It actually frees up our energy. So if we are there to help a friend, we don't have in the back of our mind, but I really need to get to that. I really need to get to that. We can give our friend our full focus. So the more focused you are, the more structured you are on getting to the challenges in your day, the more you free up your energy for whatever else comes along. I don't know what your days are like, but as somebody who's self-employed, a lot of times I'll get up in the morning going, I've got lots of time today to get to all these things. And then my phone rings off the wall and people are booking me and things are coming up, and suddenly it's 6 p.m. and I didn't get to those things. So if it's something really important to me, I really do have to structure it in my day, and I really do have to place it in a portion of my day where other people won't need me. So that's a really good way of looking at it. What portion of your day can you be guaranteed pretty much is going to be uninterrupted by the needs of others? If you can meet your need to meet your goals and get the obstacles out of the way, you're going to feel better, you're going to be energized, and you're going to actually be more effective in helping other people during your day as well. So I leave you with that thought. See how much movement you can get in the direction you need to go by contemplating what you do during a day. How much of what you're doing is moving you where you need to go? How much is distraction? And how can you reconfigure your day to get the most effective things done first, the ones that are going to free up your energy? Have a great week, everybody. As you know, we're transitioning to Nanaimo. So our goal over the next few weeks is pack up and move. So there's a pretty good chance, because I have to place my intention on that I might not get back to you before May. So if that's the case, when you see me again, I'll be in a beautiful new environment, and I look forward to starting off with my next podcast series with you then. Take care, everybody, and watch for me in the next month. Bye for now.